Hello everybody and welcome to ICRC's broadcasting of the Lebanon Warriors taking on the Mariemont Warriors here at Tom Crosby Field at Kusel Stadium. I'm Cooper Matarese, joined by my partner Charlie Foley, and it looks like we are going to be in for a great one today.
Yeah, we got two younger teams, they're very, Lebanon come off a 4-game win streak right now, which they're probably feeling good about themselves.
And they are taking on the Mariemont Warriors, who, despite having a tough start to the regular season so far, at just 2-6, they have program history of being one of the most elite lacrosse programs in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, but they lost a couple of seniors, Mark Morgan, Evan Morgan, David Dorsta, and Luke Brenneman, which were probably some hurts to their program, but
it was definitely a loss to the program. However, with major new youngcomers and many freshmen who have actually scored a surprising percentage of the goals this year for the Warriors, it's looking to be a very solid season as the Warriors have taken on, as the men in gold and blue have taken on a whole lot of tough competition from Division I schools so far this year.
Yeah.
The gold and blue team, the Mariemont Warriors, are home. Meanwhile, the black and white Lebanon Warriors are coming in from out of town.
Mariemont won the face-off there.
Winning the face-off, getting the ball right to Stefan Kempeners, who moves the ball forward. Elliot Brown subbed himself off the field as he is replaced by Vince Farina.
Early attack from the Warriors, they're playing a little aggressive than usually I see.
This is surprising for me. They're attacking that goal straight at it, not holding back. Looks like they want to come out to an early lead and see if they can hold themselves steady throughout the rest of this game. With just over half a minute passed so far in the first quarter, we've seen quite the aggressive approach from the Mariemont side of the field.
Shot on
and
goal.
Wow. Our first goal of the game scored by Nick Simas.
Wow. Just wow.
Number 17, the senior, coming off of a game-winning goal against the CHL rival Indian Hill Braves, scores the first goal of tonight, giving the Mariemont Warriors a 1-0 lead.
We love to see it.
The home crowd loves to see that, and you can hear it. It's getting quite rowdy here at Coastal Stadium.
Coming off just a crazy goal, he's starting off for the Mariemont Warriors, which is great. He must be feeling good about himself.
He must be. However, takes a quick flip in direction, the game's pace does, as the Lebanon Warriors win the face-off, and it looks like they're going to be playing similarly as aggressive, moving the ball all the way down towards the goal.
It's me. They play a little more paced. I feel like Mariemont is very edgy. Oh, coming off.
And wow.
Take my words back. Quick goal from Lebanon. Quick goal.
Just over a minute passed so far in this game, and it is already a 1-1 game. This seems to be a very high-scoring game so far.
Yeah, I agree with you.
As both the visitors and the home team have stricken very quickly.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a high-scoring game. I think a lot on the offensive side of the way we looked at it right now.
Lebanon comes in very confident following two impressive wins versus LaSalle and then an away win at Loveland. They will have a game coming up this Wednesday at the Nut House at Walnut Hills.
Finn Warden, 2 for 3 off face-offs today so far.
Very impressive start so far for the junior Mariemont Warrior. Shot on goal is saved by Dylan Stallings, the Lebanon junior, with an impressive save off of the one face-off for the men in gold and blue.
In and out of the goalie, Mariemont ball.
Mariemont will retain possession.
I don't see Mariemont slowing down at this point. They've been pretty heavy on attack recently, and I see them keep trying to run up the score. I think they're pretty strong on the offensive side.
Yeah, they do not have a reason to slow down so far.
No. They seem pretty strong.
They have a whole lot of manpower on their side of the bench. They actually have quite the more men just visually than the Lebanon side of the court does. And that is going to be truly a game changer, as with the pace of this game so far, you'll have substitutions. They can keep coming in and attacking just as aggressively as they have so far. As a missed shot roars out of bounds by Mariemont's Sam Kaler. Mariemont takes it back, however, and after a missed pass, will be headed the Lebanon direction of the field, sprinting down the court, passing the 40 over to the 30-yard line. The flags roar in from the referees. The first flag we've seen so far from the Zebras, and white and black. After a brief discussion, looks like the call will be made.
Lacrosse check was the call.
Cross check is the call on the
Call on
Warriors.
The cross check on Mariemont. So to the head, 1 minute locked in.
1 minute, okay. So at around 8:28 in this first quarter, Mariemont will be getting back even.
Cross check was on Talon Vianello, the senior.
Rough way to start a game, but definitely going to get back into it. He's had a pretty phenomenal season so far. Lebanon seems to be striking quickly, though, keeping the ball down near the goal and not taking no for an answer as they keep dishing the ball around looking for open holes in this Mariemont defense that has been very impressive thus far.
Very rocky shot he just took. A little risky shot he took there, wasn't it? I think they could have got a better shot out of that one.
Seems to have been blocked as Lebanon retains possession. Keeping that same mindset so far is why not just go for a goal?
You know, I think Lebanon's a little more sloppy than Mariemont right now. They seem a little nervous, you know. They've been turning the ball over a little bit.
Great defense by the sophomore defender, Will Haw. A striking defensive moment. The LSM, or long stick midi, with an amazing save on goal. And he will stay just as aggressive right after it. Shot on goal saved by freshman RJ Naccioni and picked up by Will Haw. Ball is still on the floor. Nobody seems to be able to pick up this lacrosse ball. Someone shoots it, and boy, did that miss pretty badly.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I'm not a big lacrosse guy, but that wasn't very close. Again, I think they're just really just forcing stuff at the goal, honestly, all that is.
I agree, I agree. I think Mariemont's being a little bit more methodical about it.
I think Mariemont's in their head a little bit.
Still a tie game, though.
1-1.
Edging a fourth of the way into this first quarter of play here.
An aggressive game as well. We see a lot of some bows thrown around here. A little, you know, I think it's a pretty aggressive game so far. It looks like both teams really want to win.
A lot of men have been hitting the deck so far. Wow.
The manpower.
Chance Ridge gets decked by a Lebanon defender.
No, Lebanon's quick, you know. They're a quick team.
They are quick. They don't have a ton of size, and they don't have a ton of manpower, but they are looking to be quite aggressive thus far into this first quarter of this game. Shot missed.
Number 37, the freshman goalie, RJ. He's been really proving that he's been pretty a good goalie throughout the year so far.
He has been.
He's had a lot of pressure on his shoulders. A lot of pressure on his shoulders as a freshman. And he's been really showing it tonight. He's stopped the ball a couple times from scoring, which is great to see from the freshman.
As Lebanon slows down the pace of this game a little bit, bringing it way out for rushing in and not taking a shot, however, dishing it behind the goal, seeing if they can get any more motion available at this point in the game.
They can't really find a crack through this Mariemont defense, honestly.
I'm right with you. Will Haw with another great defensive play.
He's been on fire tonight.
Slings it ahead to Nick Simis, who is
go,
shoved out of bounds.
Like I said, back to that aggressive part. They've been pretty aggressive throughout this game already, and we're only in the first quarter, you know.
Lebanon sprinting down with a great fake and a shot at goal by Sam Routson.
Saved.
The senior is blocked by the freshman goalie.
Another
save.
Wow.
Goodness gracious, RJ Naccioni already having a heck of a night so far for the Mariemont Warriors. A dead ball called by the referees. Free play for the Mariemont Warriors, led by Talon Vianello. Dishes the rock up and behind the goal to Angus Gall.
You know, they seem a little more slower pace from the beginning of the game and beginning a little tired. I think they're playing a little more smart. I think they want to take advantage of this play they got.
Maybe Mariemont's legendary coach, Peterson, has just decided to switch up the game plan a little bit. Coach Peterson has actually been inducted into the Ohio Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 2019, and he's been a coach on this Mariemont team ever since the program's inception. Quite an impressive resume, having numerous state championships and leading the Warriors to each and every one of them with him at the helm of the program. Shot at goal taken by Angus Gall. Seems to have been a pretty good save by Dylan Stallings on the Lebanon side.
Now we see the speed again for Lebanon, getting downfield real quickly.
That's a great point you made there, Charlie. These boys are running, and they are running fast.
Hey, both sides, honestly. Aggressiveness has really been showing tonight.
Milo Lysak gets shoved to the floor.
Double teamed, I would say.
I'm no referee, but that did not seem like a legal lacrosse play to me.
That did not seem legal to me either. I think Lebanon is a little rattled, and Mariemont struck first pretty quickly. I don't know. It's a tied game still. We're looking at 5:33 left in the first.
Referee makes the call.
It's a 1-minute body check on Lebanon.
Got another body check.
As predicted, that was not a legal lacrosse play, and it looks like Mariemont will have the upper hand until about 4:33 left in this first quarter.
You know, that's two checks called on both teams. We got one on Lebanon, one on Mariemont. Both teams are not going out with a fight, looks like, this game.
Yeah, it looks like these refs are not afraid to blow the whistle either.
Oh, no.
Trying to keep this game clean. And, oh, my
Goal.
goodness.
Talon Vianello from Vince Farina.
Junior Talon Vianello with the assist from sophomore Vince Farina with another great goal for the Mariemont Warriors.
And you can hear the excitement from the fans. They're excited for how they're playing, I think, a little more teamish, it looks like. They're playing a little more with confidence from the Warriors.
Yeah, 2 goals scored in the
first
quarter. It's impressive.
It's impressive.
It's impressive by any means, and given there's still 5 minutes left in the first quarter so far, looks like only great things to come from the Mariemont Warriors.
Lebanon got to step up the offensive game a little bit, you know.
They have, but they've definitely shown potential, as they also did strike early with that first goal.
Yeah.
But it seems their offense has been a little bit dormant so far after that initial strike.
Ooh, what's the call here?
Lebanon released early, yeah.
Ooh.
Like
I'm saying, they look a little nervous, and they're making some rookie mistakes here.
That's definitely one way to put it, Charlie. However, Mariemont looks to be just taking that one back with another rookie mistake of their own.
Yeah. You know, mistakes happen, obviously, on both sides so far. But I think Lebanon, they're going to make it a good game.
The referee changes the call. Apparently, it was tipped by a Lebanon defender. Looks like Mariemont will retain possession down on the far end of the field. You can't help but notice the Mariemont fans are getting loud. Whenever you hear a call that seems to not go their way, they will make you aware of it. Yeah.
They're always chirping, which is great to see.
A lot of excitement. And there aren't a ton of Lebanon fans here, but the ones there are, they are decked out in Lebanon apparel. They are unmistakable.
You will notice if they're there.
Despite both teams being Warriors, they do have very different logos, and it seems their mascots appear to be quite different, and especially the colorway, as to not get them confused.
Another save.
Yeah, shot at goal sent the other direction.
Again, Mariemont's staying with that aggressive standpoint, honestly. They want to get as many shots on goal as they can.
And they keep getting the ball back even after simple mistakes. One of my favorite parts to see about lacrosse is just look at the defensive end of the field. They are not moving. They've not moved a muscle.
Standing still.
It's almost humorous to me.
Yeah.
Watch them stand there. They're just as much of a spectator right now as you
they
and
cannot pick that ball up, can they? Still on the ground.
Yeah, that cannot be a legal lacrosse play.
Timeout, Mariemont.
Yeah, timeout.
Mariemont calls the timeout before the illegal shot could be called. Mariemont calls the first timeout with a 2-1 lead with 3 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in this first quarter of play here at Kusel Stadium.
Yeah, you can really tell both teams are really I think attack. They think of attacking first, which is I don't think Lebanon's seen a team like this. But who knows? It might change.
Always could. Whole lot of game left.
Now Lebanon did defeat Loveland.
Replaying back to the first strike of the game for the Mariemont Warriors as Nick Simmons backs down the defender, hits a gnarly spin move, and throws that rock right into the goal.
And we can't forget about Lebanon. They struck early first, right after that Mariemont goal.
With a similar play as Nick Simmons running right around the defender and hucking it into that goal.
And Talon Vianello, you can't forget about his goal. Really just sizing the goalie up on that.
Just as impressive. Goalie jumped, and it was too late of an effort. It was almost fruitless.
You know, that really helps with Talon's size. He's a taller guy, you know. And I think he used his advantage.
I agree, yeah. However, he does get the ball right now to start off the play after the timeout.
Let's see if he can do it again.
Another interesting point to bring up about these Mariemont Warriors is some of the seniors they lost last year were actually twins, Mark and Evan Morgan, two strong, blonde men from Terrace Park who really led the team by the helm. However, funnily enough, they have been replaced by another set of blonde twins from the Terrace Park area of the district, Ethan and Parker Gellner. Now, you will notice one of the Gellner twins, Ethan in particular, is sidelined by injury, but Parker seems to be leading on the brotherly legacy in this one.
Another goal. Nick Simmons.
Nick Simmons with his second goal of the night.
You know, he's not afraid to show. He's a
quite
scorer.
The aggressive player.
He's a scorer. And we've noticed this from the beginning of the year. He's been a scorer.
He's a scorer at heart, and there's really nothing you can do about it. That guy, and he will make you pay. Yep. Every single time.
You can't give him a window of opportunity to score. As soon as you give him that window, you know he's going to score.
He's just one goal away from a hat trick, and boy, oh boy, we are only 9 minutes into this game.
Still in the first quarter, which is shocking. And
Very
he has 2 goals. He's leading Mariemont's 2 of 3 goals, too, which is very impressive.
Yeah. Nick Simmons has single-handedly scored more points than the entire Lebanon team so far. Something I wouldn't want to forget if I was him.
No, I would not.
Especially after the season he's had so far. Might be one to tell his kids and grandkids later down the road.
He might. We'll see if Finwar can win another face-off here. He's 2 for 3 from the night right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can win another one.
And an aggressive face-off.
And Finn is not coming out on top of that one.
Unfortunately, Finn did not come out victorious.
You know, Lebanon, they're very aggressive teams. You know, both are really aggressive.
Just like that, switching the pace of the game, rushing all the way down the near sideline.
Let's see if Lebanon can connect on a goal finally.
Will Haw, the LSM, smacks the ball.
No, Will's having a night.
He is having a night.
He's having a night.
He gets shoved down in the end zone, receiving a flag from the ref. What a night so far for the sophomore.
Mariemont's moving on and just lost it.
Seth Farrell does a great job fighting for it. Recovers the ball back for the Warriors.
Oh, my
Shot
gosh.
at goal and drilled it.
Oh, my gosh. Talon Vianello with his second goal of the night. These Mariemont Warriors are just making it look easy out there. They are really making it look easy. Like another one. He's just Nick Simmons and Talon have both all of the 4 Mariemont goals so far tonight.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
They keep on at this pace. Looks like they will be having quite the party later tonight.
They might. They will, most definitely. You know, they're shooting with confidence, which is amazing. You know, they came here to play. I think Lebanon's he's making them getting them beat by 2 players. And
exactly. It's become increasingly obvious this game so far that you cannot count out Nick Simmons or Talon Vianello. And what's even more impressive about all of this, Mariemont has 24 more players left in their back pocket to be subbed in throughout the game that can do just as great of a job as Nick and Talon have so far.
Lebanon with the face-off win. Lebanon, they really take their time here on the offensive side. I feel like they wait a little long for trying to find the right shot, the right opportunity.
Key players for this Lebanon offense that seems to have not been striking too hard so far.
Take your words back.
Oh my goodness!
Take your words back.
They took my words right out of my mouth and they said, you know what? That was disrespectful. After an awesome goal scored directly from center field. Yeah,
he really made you take your words back there, Danny.
He made me look silly.
They might take a while to find the right opportunity, but when they do, oh boy, Mariemont's going to pay on it. And, you know, it was a great shot.
And that was number 44, Bryce Warmeyer.
You know, he didn't look afraid taking that shot either. Looks like he's done that before.
Yeah, and despite him being a freshman, he looks terribly confident.
He looks very confident on that field.
Some key players for this Lebanon offense that haven't seen too much impressiveness so far. You have Chase Albright, number 27, led the team with 16 goals last year, followed up by none other than Holden Brewer, the player number 49, senior. Lebanon calls timeout with 1:46 left in the quarter. Seems like they want to talk some things over before
I think
the rest of the game.
Mariemont's really run the offensive side. And I think Mariemont, they're going to stay confident on the offensive side. I feel like every time I try to get it, they always get a shot on goal at some point. And I think Lebanon's going to talk it over, how they can stop the 2 dynamic duo of Talon Vianello and Nick Simmons.
I agree. However, Lebanon coming off of a 4-game win streak, and including in that win streak, beating Loveland, who this Mariemont team lost to earlier this year.
Yeah.
It almost seems like their coach might be a little bit frustrated. It seems like a game that they could be winning right about now, but this Mariemont offense, as well as defense, is unrelenting in both scoring the ball and not letting up many goals.
Well, these Mariemont, they've gone better throughout the year, you know. They've gone, most of their games have been closer games, you know. I think they're becoming more of a team, losing a lot of seniors that were key factors on the offensive, defensive side.
100%.
So I think it's a changing year for Mariemont, but I think Lebanon's just taking a little bit. I don't think they're ready for what Mariemont had in store for them today. But no, it is a very winnable game for Lebanon.
But both of them, honestly, this has been quite the matchup so far. And despite what the scoreboard says, it has felt pretty neck and neck to just be watching this game.
You know, Mariemont's just connected to more goals on their offense. You know, they've connected more.
And it's been pretty impressive to see freshman RJ Naccioni be an animal down in that goalpost.
Yeah. RJ's been a brick wall, if I would say, you know, throughout this game. You know, he hasn't a lot let through.
It's been an animal down there. As Lebanon looks to strike.
Will
they get it off? They do. However, it bounces off the ground and shoots well over the net.
Yeah, you know, they get those shots every once in a while every time they've been down there. But I think it's just like, I think it's a timing thing. They use a little too much power on those shots.
I agree. Some notable players that we've seen on both sides. Vince Farina, number 4, sophomore on attack, has already had an assist this game and has scored the ball quite easily the rest of the season. Talon Vianello, captain, already has 2 goals tonight. Patrick Sweeney, we haven't heard much of him. However, he is a captain leading this Mariemont squad. Stu Wells, the senior, he has scored a heck of a lot of goals so far this season, despite not this game. Also a captain. And finally on defense, Andrew Duckwall. Number 51 is actually committed to play lacrosse at Center College.
No, congrats to him. Congrats to him. You know.
Very impressive stuff. However, not to overshadow that, RJ Naccioni just had quite the impressive save on the defensive side.
Well, Mariemont's been really awake this game. They really haven't made too many mess-ups.
I agree. Lebanon with a strike. Saved. Another one saved by freshman goalie RJ Naccioni.
Yeah, he's been unlocked. Like I said, he's been a brick wall, you know.
He truly has been.
Be able to get
Chance Ridge is unable to corral that ball as it comes whizzing out of bounds. Some notable players on the Lebanon side, however, not to be overshadowed by the Mariemont boys. Goalie Dylan Stallings, the junior, has proved quite impressive this game and so far the rest of the season, leading them to a 4-2 record so far in the season. Also, Holden Brewer, as we mentioned previously, has been pretty impressive, as well as his classmate Chase Albright. Both seniors led Lebanon so far last year. Now we've reached the end of this first quarter of play. Mariemont takes the lead 4-2.
And we've seen a lot through this first quarter, you know.
Very impressive game so far on both sides.
A lot of offensive mindset teams here. I think they're both offensive mindset. But no, it's been pretty aggressive, you know. This game's been really aggressive.
There's been a bunch of shots too, you know. A lot of people hitting the deck. A lot of saves by the goalies.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Welcome back to the second quarter of play. I'm Cooper Matarese, followed by my partner, Charlie Foley, and this has been quite the impressive game so far. If you're just now joining us, we have just surpassed the first quarter of gameplay here, and Mariemont takes a lead 4-2. playing super aggressive as we've seen so far this game. They are unrelenting, making the Lebanon defenders what I'd have to assume to be pretty tired so far. The weather is hot, it is quite humid, and they have been running their legs off due to this Mariemont attack so far.
Yeah, you can really tell right now. Players are getting a little tired. They haven't played with it much. I wouldn't say confidence, but I would say speed. I think that everyone's slowing down. But that's what all the subs are here for. You can see constantly subbing from Coach P and Coach Chamberlain.
Seems like Lebanon is trying to get revenge after they met last year, and Mariemont dominated that game 17-7.
And there's another goal from Lebanon. Getting the excitement off the fans there.
Just like as I said, trying to get revenge with an impressive goal there. Scored on freshman RJ Naccioni.
You know, we know they're a good team. Lebanon's a good team on a 4-game win streak at the moment, you know. And I think they're trying to show that they're not going out with a fight.
And number 7, Sam Routson with that score.
It was a beautiful goal. It was a beautiful goal.
It was a beautiful goal, as you like to say.
It was a great-looking goal.
Seems to be a false start on the Mariemont side. Gives Lebanon the ball again.
Finn Ward, he started
to
off
tie the
pretty
game
hot.
here. Yeah.
He started off pretty hot with the face-off Finn from Mariemont. But he just slowed down. He's lost the last couple. We'll see if Lebanon can do it again, you know.
I don't think it's anything to be worried about so far.
No.
Mariemont's still with the lead. And still the confidence on their side. Their coaches looking calm and collected. Nothing's stressed out on that Mariemont side.
Nobody looks rattled. I think Mariemont looks pretty solid as well, but
Lebanon Hudson Newman has the ball right now. Trying to do something with it as he is being harassed by this Mariemont side.
yeah, no, you can tell. He's had the ball most of the game from the offensive side for Lebanon.
Yeah, he has. It's true.
You know, it looks like they really do trust him with the ball, which is a big thing.
And they're really slowing down this pace of play. 2 minutes in, and there's not been a whole lot of strike force so far from this Lebanon side. I mean, yes, they had their goal, but apart from that, look at this. They are taking their sweet time, trying to build up the confidence or maybe slow out the defense. I'm sure they got something going on, but nothing so far as the ball is ripped out. And no flag from the refs as Mariemont pushes it.
And they can't pick that ball up.
Nick Simis unable to corral it before he loses his stick. Good miss. Talon Vianello slings it cross field. My apologies.
Right to Finn Warden.
To Finn Warden.
Amazing save.
That is shot.
Great save.
By Will Hall.
Great save.
Great save. Great save. Now it looks like Lebanon is hitting a Mariemont. Actually sprinting this ball up the field.
Lebanon's really ran those quarters so far. I know it just started, but it's really the ball has been with the Lebanon players most of the game so far.
The field has been being ran all over by both sides.
Know.
Pushing the back. This has been a very aggressive game so far. Missed shot. Eli Hernandez was locking up.
And the fans do not seem happy with this call at all.
Yeah, you can hear it for sure. And yeah, look at this. They are walking the ball.
Yeah, there it is now.
Oh, and the
shot, and it's connected.
It is drilled.
They have really just taken over this quarter so far.
Goodness gracious. Lebanon off to a hot start so far in this game. Looks like Mariemont is trying to recoup RJ Naccioni.
You know, Lebanon's like back-to-back goals in under like 3 or 4 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were trying to make a statement in this quarter, saying they're an offensive team too. They can play with the speed, you know.
I agree. And Isaac Parlett, the junior, was a very beautiful goal, as they also retain possession again. Wow.
This is another one of those goals out from another far distance. Like, they have range on their shots, I feel like.
They do. It is impressive.
And I think Mariemont's sleeping on that.
It's nothing to sneeze at.
No,
however,
nothing.
Mariemont takes possession.
And
I believe they are definitely one to get something here. The momentum has run out a little bit. Nick Simis' shot on goal is no good as that ball escapes out of bounds.
You know, Nick's been very effective through this game. He tried to make another one happen. That one did not work out. Mariemont again with the ball.
Nick Simmons still working down low as he shoots another one well over the goal and out the back of the end zone. You love to see the aggressiveness on his side, but maybe it's time to start looking at maybe a smarter shot.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm definitely not going to tell him to stop, as he is responsible for keeping the Warriors in this game right now.
Yeah, he's been
50% of their points so far.
Yeah, he's been very, very confident throughout this game so far, and I think he's gonna stay with it. I don't see anything slowing down. He's found his shot. Let's see if he's trying to connect me even more.
He really has.
Trying to take
as
the
a
lead.
shot on goal is taken by Seth Farrell, and it is corralled in by Dylan Stallings, the junior.
Dylan's been a wall too throughout this game. He's been really showing that he's been shutting down this quarter.
This is a matchup of the goalies so far.
Yeah, it has been.
Mariemont defense with
A flag is thrown.
a very good stop.
A flag is thrown though. What's the call going to be
There's
here?
a whole lot of contact. I'm very excited to see what the referees
A lot of flags been thrown here. A lot of them. Sorry, third one of the game. See what the call is.
As the referees discuss it, it seems to be something against the Warriors.
So it's like a penalty for the Warriors as well.
It is, yeah, for sure. And both sides having just one timeout remaining in this first half of action. And as you mentioned, Hudson Newman has been carrying the ball a whole lot for Lebanon.
Oh yeah, he's had that ball in his hands a lot. And
He seems comfortable with it.
He does seem very comfortable. I think the team seems comfortable with him. He's been the guy to have the ball the whole game. I haven't seen him subbed out once.
I haven't either.
Oh, he just did.
Speak of the devil, Hudson Newman takes a sideline right now.
He's a break. Oh, right back in. Right back in.
Right back in. Guess maybe they wanted him out just to
take a quick breather.
Just to look at him.
Timeout's called.
Timeout is called on the field. Lebanon takes their second timeout of this first half, meaning the only timeout left will be Mariemont, meaning we should have a very solid 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the second quarter before halftime. Now looking up in Mariemont's conference, they actually lead the CHL. However, if you look at their overall record, it definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. 1-0 in conference play, that win being against the Indian Hill Braves as their last matchup, winning in an electric 11-10 overtime matchup with game-winning goal scored by Nick Simmons. Now moving on to the Eastern Cincinnati Conference, Lebanon finds themselves right in the middle of the pack at an even 1-1. They are on a 4-game win streak, however, which is quite impressive if you include their preseason matchups. And so far, they look to be off to a hot start.
Yeah, Lebanon, they have a tough conference. They're a good conference.
A whole lot of teams in there that really provide a whole lot
of lacrosse. I think that's one of the harder conferences in Cincinnati for lacrosse. You can see Milford was 5-0.
It's an impressive squadron out there.
Impressive.
Very. Not to be overshadowed, the CHL definitely does provide a little bit of the defense for the Warriors. However, I would definitely say this Lebanon game is going to point them in the right direction come playoff time. Playing like this against a higher division team, definitely helping the boys out in the long run. They're really working it down there. They've gotten a couple decent looks at goal, and they will take the shot
goal
and drill it.
Another one. They have been on fire this quarter, if I would so say myself.
That seemed to be corner.
And hey, again, another one of those longer shots. They've been really unconnected on those. I think Mariemont's just not stepping up on them, and they've been really making them pay for it, especially in this quarter.
It seems that number 23, Michael Knox, assisted that there.
From beyond the arc.
Beyond the arc, but 17 drills it. Sam Corner's first goal of the game. I bet the junior's pretty excited about that one.
Oh, yeah. I think this whole Lebanon fan base and the team's been very jumped up this quarter, I feel like.
However, Finn Warden will win the faceoff, definitely putting some confidence back in his system after losing a few in a row, and Mariemont seems to be working it down by the goal.
Mariemont's not really had the offensive ball that much this quarter,
Nick Simmons with one of his legendary spin moves will unfortunately end in the ball rolling out of bounds.
No, I think they're playing a little more sloppy. I think Mariemont got a little too comfortable. Throughout this quarter, Mariemont has, and I think Lebanon's not taking advantage of that. I think they're being a little more sloppy and being a little too aggressive, I think. Another
yeah,
missed shot.
I agree. Another
from
forced
Talon
shot by
Vianello.
Talon Vianello that unfortunately will not go in. Lebanon going on a relentless 3-0-1 to take the lead halfway through this second quarter of action. Mariemont retains possession, however, and I'd be surprised if they don't try and make something good out of this right now. Each team seems to be taking their time with the ball, being aggressive, however, not taking dumb shots, as we've seen in many games past. There seems to be a very smart level of play tonight from both. Mariemont. And goal scored by number 6, Sam Keller Jr. with a very attackive idea, rushing to the goal and finding its way to the back of the net.
They took their time on this play. You saw it. They took their time.
Just look, driving around the defender, slinging it with his left hand.
You know, the goalie opened up.
Good. Look at his celly after hitting that goal. That was quite fun. Quite fun to watch.
You know, they played it. That was like what they looked like in the first quarter. They played with a lot of confidence on that one. And I think they needed more of that.
I agree. But another shot on goal by Lebanon. Too quick for a lot of the fans to even react to that one. Blocked by freshman goalie R.J. Naccioni.
Yeah, he's been really showing his dominance, if I would say so myself.
He has been. And from my years in lacrosse, way back when, you almost kind of learn that the goals scored are not the fault of the goalie. It's a team sport. You cannot blame the goalie.
I signed up for lacrosse, but I never went to practice.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a great game. I unfortunately had to remove myself from it way back in my yesteryear, but I had quite the time playing it.
Yeah, I've only heard it's good. I've only heard good things from that sport.
Shot on goal.
There goes him again.
By the Lebanon Warriors. That seems to be a shot taken. That was no good by Hudson Newman.
No, Hudson, he's been really having the ball like we've been noticing. And there he taking a shot on goal. It's no good, but he has a lot of confidence.
He does. Yep, no doubt about it.
You can notice he's a team leader on the offensive side.
Definitely, yeah.
There he is again with the ball.
Tie game so far. As we predicted, it's been pretty high scoring. 5-5 with still time left here.
You know, they're offensive mainly teams. And a
flag is soaring to the sky.
And they're still playing.
They are still playing through it before the play is eventually called dead.
You know, they've been playing really aggressive. Probably two offensive-minded teams we have here.
To look back, yeah, you can see it. I'm sure it was accidental, but that was a trip, and he almost fell on top of him.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be called a penalty.
Like I'm saying, like they want to play. You know, they're playing really aggressive, and I think sometimes it gets a little out of pocket. There's a couple of these calls, they've been really tackling each other here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It is definitely hot in this broadcast booth, so I feel bad for these boys out there. Sun has definitely gone down a little bit. So far, it has been a very toasty day so far.
The Locks have been putting down on the Warriors right now. They've been really putting the Locks down.
With a strong defensive effort.
You know, he's really showing his defensive presence.
He is not letting number 7, Sam Routson, get another shot at goal after he's already made them pay once this game.
Yeah, I think Chance he's a quick learner. You know, he's going to be there. I think he's the guy you want on offense. Defense, sorry. Shot is no good.
Ball goes out of bounds, however, Lebanon will retain possession. This matchup so far has been very evenly set, even disregarding the tie ball game on the scoreboard. Even just watching, you can tell both Lebanon and Mariemont have shown signs of aggressiveness to them even being an elite lacrosse team of themselves this year.
Yeah, I think they're really both teams are super aggressive, and they love scoring. I think both teams just love it. And they've really shown that in this first half, 5-5, high scoring.
5-5. We now have 3 minutes left in this second quarter of play.
It's slowed up though a little bit, you know. It's like the score is slowed up.
An amazing block by Andrew Duckwall on the defensive side for the Mariemont Warriors. Both teams seem to be playing pretty aggressive to end out this half. You know, it's always best to try and get that aggressive side out, get a little bit tired, and then use all of halftime to recuperate all of that lost energy. As the ball moves quickly up the floor, Talon Vianello will dish it to Nick Simas. And you can tell they want a goal. They want a goal here. They really want to take the lead before halftime, and I don't blame them.
You know, people have that mindset. They want to go up at halftime, feeling good about themselves because they're doing something right. If you know you're up by something at the end of a quarter, you know they're doing something right. And
exactly, that's 100% right.
And both of these teams have been very I feel like on and off here, to say myself. They're really streaky.
Yeah.
And I think Mariemont was really showing that in the first quarter.
And wow, a strong spin move by Seth Farrell.
Mariemont, they're a shifty team. Can we notice that real quick? They're pretty shifty. They create space pretty quickly, in my opinion.
After talking to a lot of the lacrosse boys earlier today in school, it's definitely easy to tell that they don't have the most size. They are not the biggest group, but they make up for that in speed, overall agility, and heart.
Yeah, you know, they love it. They love lacrosse, and you know, I think it does really show. And Lebanon too. They're a pretty quick team. I think they're a little more team-minded though. I think they pass the ball a little more, and I think they play more one.
Shot on goal taken will be no good. Looks like it will be chased out of bounds by Angus Gull. Minute and a half remaining. Looks like Mariemont will call their final timeout of this first half of play. So far, this has been a really aggressive matchup. I don't know about you guys at home, but this has been one of the most entertaining lacrosse games I've seen so far this year. Never a relenting moment. Both Mariemont and Lebanon striking with many great players making many great plays so far.
Yeah, you know, you can see it's 79 degrees out here. It's hot. You know, they're playing in some hot weather.
And that can definitely take a toll on these players' bodies.
You know,
heat is no joke. As the timeout seems to be coming to an end, both teams will take the field again and try to end out this first half in style.
Yeah, I think both got a game plan for how to score here, and I think Coach P and the Lebanon coach, I think they're ready. I think they have a plan to score with minute 32 left. Don't you agree?
I agree. I'm right there with you. To be honest, a minute 32, it might not seem like a lot of time, but that is a whole heck of a lot of game time.
It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time.
It is. And especially when the Mariemont Warriors have the ball right down there at their own attacking goal, you almost think it would almost be a little bit disastrous if they didn't try and at least get a shot off.
Oh, yeah.
Stuart Wells handling the ball, dishes it to Angus Gall, who loses it in traffic. A flag will be thrown to the sky. Looks like they will play through it, however, as number 19 for Lebanon, Aiden Cross, seems to be struggling to pick up that ball. Mariemont will retain possession as Angus Gall will take the ball as a 30-yard line. Just a minute and 9 seconds remaining. As the clock will start, so will the ball game. Nick Simis dishes it down low. Shot on goal.
And connects. He connects all right. You know, he does not connect.
Yeah, he missed that shot. I'm not terribly sure what you were looking at, Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know what I was looking at.
We got it back, and Stu Wells recovers, yet will miss another ball.
And the ball's gone. It went down the hill.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That ball is gone. It's rolling down, maybe hitting a squirrel, maybe a raccoon. Definitely breaking a couple limbs on its way down. Looks like Mariemont is moving the ball around. And a missed shot.
He tried to do what he did earlier, Dallin.
He tried to do it. He tried to get himself a hat trick. Fortunately, this time it didn't work. Lebanon has been playing really strong defense so far. However, as predicted, Mariemont will retain possession. Just over 30 seconds left of gameplay here in this first half. Mariemont dish it. Stu Wells, another missed shot. He's missed it at far right so far.
Can we talk about Stu Wells this year so far? He's been having a great year so far. He's been a key contributor, a key scorer on this Mariemont offense.
He's been fantastic.
And I think he deserves the flowers.
Under 20 seconds now.
They're trying to play here. Oh, loses it.
Mariemont loses the ball. And everybody's going for it. It's swung. Talon Vianello has it with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. A shot on goal is safe.
No. See, that one almost got me there.
Vince Farina almost scores before the buzzer, but that shot was no good. It was blocked.
You know what? That was a good move from Seth Farrell, as you saw there. You know, he put the ball back. That was a good move.
And you can see Lebanon is terribly excited about the way that half ended.
Oh, yeah.
Mariemont looks to be a little bit more serious about the situation, and I'm sure they definitely have a whole lot to talk about in that locker room.
Yeah.
5-5 heading into halftime.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Joel. Also, Drew Holiday, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis.
Jalen Brunson.
No.
Wow.
Anthony Edwards.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
And we're back with ICRC-TV. Heading into the third quarter against the Lebanon Mariemont boys lacrosse game. The score is 5-5, and we've seen some aggression throughout this game on the offensive side. And, you know, I hope that they can carry out the rest of the year. We got freshman RJ Nazioni really making a stand here on the defensive side with his goalie skills throughout this first half. Let's see if he can keep it up.
That's definitely the goal for the Mariemont Warriors. However, on the other side, the Lebanon Warriors coming off an impressive 4-game win streak, trying to extend that to 5, and you can definitely tell they are playing like they want to go home with a win.
Yeah, you know, I'm excited to see how this game goes. We've been playing very aggressive on offense, and
it's been a whole lot of offense so far.
Hopefully, this defense can step it up. You know.
Looks like Mariemont. Oh wow. Rough face-off for Lebanon, having 2 boys hit the turf. Yeah, Mariemont takes it, and they're looking to strike, already moving the ball. Only 15 seconds gone in this quarter. Seems like the scoreboard's a little bit messed up here. However, there is just over 11 and a half minutes played so far. Technical difficulties with the scoreboard. That is not prohibiting Mariemont from moving the ball around like it is nobody's business. They are dishing that rock. It is going everywhere. Everybody's getting their stick on it. And oh, a shot at goal. Very solid shot taken by Seth Farrell. However, an even better block by Dylan Stallings. Cross field throw. Corralled in and racing down. It's number 50, Hudson Newman. Seems to be the star for the Lebanon side.
Again, first half, he had the ball in his hand. Now he got the ball in his hand in the second half. I don't see a change from the Lebanon offense here.
I'm not surprised.
They had a big second quarter, if you say, tying the game up here, 5-5. Maybe it's an on and off per team here in the first quarter. You know, Mariemont was really striking first. They did strike first, and they kept with it during the first quarter. And a flag is thrown.
Flag thrown after the missed shot by, as we were talking about, Hudson Newman.
Hey, that's the 4th flag of the day. It's a very aggressive game, and it's been showing it.
These refs are not afraid to let that yellow puppy hit the sky.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Very odd way of using that, though. I like the word choice.
I appreciate that, Charlie. Meanwhile, I'm Cooper Matarese, and we are here on ICRC-TV. Lebanon takes the ball, backing it out way towards the near 40-yard line. Definitely not shy of moving that rock. You see that on both sides of the field so far today.
Yeah, in the second quarter, Mariemont was really a more on throughout that second quarter, just trying to find the right shot. And they did a couple times. They thought they got a connection. I think
their ball movement,
that
they seem to be getting the Mariemont defense a little bit off course.
Yeah, I think they're like getting a little tired here, right?
Yeah, Mariemont's making some substitutions.
Tyler Vanilla back in the game. 2 goals already to start this second half, with Nick Simmons with 2 goals as well.
Behind the goal currently is number 7, Sam Routson, who's already scored. And assist to number 41, Isaac Harlan.
Patience is key here.
It's a virtue. That's what I've heard.
Oh,
and that is quite the goal. Giving this Lebanon team the lead, 6-5.
They were very patient through that offensive side. They were really showing their poise, and they wanted to find the right shot, and they did. They connected, and they did.
Heading towards a face-off. Face-off won by Lebanon. And instead of Finn Warden, they've actually subbed in Alex Davis to take the face-off this half. Good defense being played by the Warriors, making them back it up to the near 40-yard line yet again. But the last time they did this, it resulted in a goal.
Yeah, Lebanon's really ran this offensive side so far during the second half, and you know, it showed. It showed already.
They're still working it around. Mariemont defense is unrelenting, but it seems so far this half, this Lebanon offense might just be even a little bit better.
Yeah, they're rattled a little bit. You can see Mariemont's defense is a little rattled. They're a little rattled from the patience from Lebanon's offense.
Yeah, the strength of their courage and patience to take the time. It's not something easy.
There he goes.
Hudson Newman with a
save.
shot.
What a save by Arjun.
Save by freshman Arjun Naccioni, playing a very solid game so far this game.
Very solid.
But just like that, whoa.
Lost his stick.
Lost his stick, but, you know, stick out, and Mariemont will take over. The men in gold are racing down the field. Oh, maybe a shot at goal. Oh, lost it. Number 2, Angus Gall, lost it before he get the shot off.
That's Mariemont's honestly offense right there. They're really quick, and it's really effective.
It definitely is. Wow, that was a great shot.
And they counted it. That's the real question.
And they counted it. That's a goal for Lebanon.
You know, Lebanon has really run in this half so far. 2 goals in a matter of 3 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes into this second half, and they're just showing it. They are showing it.
They're showing a whole lot of poise, a whole lot of patience.
Odd goal. It was an odd goal.
And it seems to me that Ryan Chamberlain had quite the halftime speech, definitely getting his boys fired up.
Oh, yeah. But that was quite the unusual goal, though. That was a very unusual goal. I think there's miscommunication between the 2 Mariemont players that lost it.
I agree.
I don't think it's anyone's fault. At the end of the day, there should be no pointing fingers in the locker room.
Yep, it's a team game. This isn't tennis or swimming or wrestling. You can't point the fingers at one guy. You got to be able to look at it and say, you know what? Team game. We all did something wrong on that possession.
Yeah.
However, it looks like Mariemont trying to flip the script, racing down the field.
And here we go. We can see more patience from them, honestly.
They took a page right out of that Lebanon playbook.
To say that one when they did. I think they're realizing that patience is really helping Lebanon. Why don't they do it? And I don't know.
I think there's a lot of motion going on. However, Mariemont seems to not have taken a shot at goal so far this half.
Nope. Not one. Not one shot.
Not one. 7 minutes left in this third quarter of play. Dish towards the middle. Wow, he just got snapped.
And
flag hit in the sky. To me, that did not look like a legal lacrosse play to me.
I didn't see a problem with this. I didn't. But obviously the ref did. His decision's always right.
At the end of the day, it's what the man in black and white calls.
Indeed. That's the 5th flag of the game. Very hostile.
You have been keeping tabs, Charlie, haven't you?
Yeah, that's hostile in this game right now. Another cross check was called.
Another cross check.
What did he just call him?
Clock has come to a stop. Surprised if they don't get something out of this. It's been a very timely possession. They've been moving it and cutting and moving it and cutting some more.
Yeah, it looks
right down the middle of that goal line. Dishes it, swing, and that shot is drilled.
And he connects on it.
Goodness gracious.
Took a page out of Lebanon's book there, you
Seth
can see.
Farrell drills it. The junior snipes it.
Hey, he's coming
right
back
into
off
the goal.
of concussion, actually, Seth Farrell has. And, you know,
he's playing out of his mind.
He is
so
playing
far
out
to
of his
say.
mind. I don't know. He's a poised player. He takes his time. And he connected.
He looks like a professional out there. And that celebration after that goal looks like he's been there. Looks like he was not surprised.
He's ready for the moment. He's ready for the moment. You know?
He has been. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And Finn Warden back taking the face off.
Hey, let's see if Mariemont can tie it up
here.
here. Let's see if he does.
Yeah. Mariemont's got a lot of potential at this point in the game. You hear the Mariemont crowd rooting for the defense.
Yeah.
They're really rotating that ball around.
Yeah, no, they're taking a page, like you said, out of Lebanon's book. They are really just staying poised and trying to find the right shot. And it's been working.
And they are cutting. They look aggressive. They're looking for the shot.
Miscommunication there.
Miscommunication for sure.
Oh.
Uh-oh, heads up from behind as number 9 comes storming in off the Lebanon
what
bench.
a defensive play.
Great defensive play by number 6, Carson Forte. He's racing up the sideline. Dishes at midfield. Number 7, Sam Routson, rushing up the court. The field, my apologies. And now they're slowing it down. Looks like the Mariemont defense is not putting too much pressure on them. However, they might want to. The game time is dwindling with just over 5 minutes, 15 seconds left in this quarter.
And yeah,
that was a miscommunication as that ball.
Yeah, I think Lebanon's messed up more recently. I feel like they've been
appears to be an over and back call.
Yeah, I feel like Lebanon's been a little more, more aggressive after that last couple goals they've had, and I think they need to slow it back down to their pace. You know, they messed up the last couple times, a couple turnovers.
I agree. And Mariemont is still moving that rock quickly.
Mariemont, they're taking their time.
Never taking their foot off the gas pedal so far in this game.
No.
They're looking for something.
They're always moving.
For a shot.
They're always moving. They're trying to confuse the defense, which is a great tactic.
It seems to worked out a little bit. 6 goals off it. That's nothing to sneeze at, Charlie.
No, it's nothing.
Dishes inside. He's racing. Shot on goal. His stick seems to have been slammed by another stick. That was number 24, Milo Lysa.
And I feel like
Mariemont's swerving.
Lebanon's been a lot.
No good.
They've been a lot.
They have been quite impressive so far this game. Wow, bounces over the top. Number 38, Will Sands for Lebanon. Races right off the field after an impressive play.
And then we see it again. You know, they've been very smart, Lebanon has throughout this game.
They have been. They look at the scoreboard. They say, you know what? We have a lead. Let's not rush it.
Yeah.
The longer the time that we have the ball, the less time that Mariemont has to score. And I think that's exactly the type of mindset you need to have at this point in the game.
And you see them. They look. No one looks like hyped up or anything. No, everyone looks calm and
they've been here.
composed.
The 4-2 record speaks languages.
That 4-game win streak does. It honestly does.
Means they started off 0-2 and have absolutely dominated the last 4 games.
They found what they're good at. And they got very good at what they're good at.
Shot missed by Isaac Parlett, trying to get another one in there after an already impressive game thus far.
Very impressive.
It appears to be so that Lebanon is slowly working this ball. As we've mentioned before, they have no rush, having a 7-6 lead with just 3 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. Wow, and that flag will touch the sky. That referee was aiming for the moon, and it finally came back down. However, they will keep playing.
Yeah, he
they are
really
dishing
did
it, a spin move, another pass, and a shot at goal that went awry. Goodness, that was...
You can see their play style, though, with Lebanon.
They
like to get in the corner.
Number 44, that was Bryce Wermeyer.
And he just gets laid out here.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and they're just going to keep playing on it. Oh, a little mishap here. Mariemont's going to hopefully take advantage of this opportunity. Oh, they make the same mishap here.
Chance Ridge. Wow. Stu Wells corrals it, and that ball is still on the ground. Lebanon finally scoops it up. That was number 6, Carson Forte, back at it again with an impressive play. And now we see it again as we have the whole game, Charlie. They are playing methodically. This Lebanon offense is not taking any bad shots. They are strictly playing and doing what they do right as a pump fake and a shot on goal that is drilled RJ Naccioni lets up another one, making the game 6-8 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this quarter.
You know,
that was number 7, Sam Routson, with yet another goal for this Lebanon Warrior.
That's the second one tonight. And I think Mariemont should establish now he's the scorer on the team. He's the one they look to just get the score. And I think Lebanon does a great job of staying composed and finding the right shot at it, and they keep on doing it. They've done it 8 times correctly.
I agree. Hudson Newman's been keeping the ball in his hands a whole lot of the game, but he hasn't been striking like Sam Routson has.
He's a good passer. I think that's where he strives in. I think he's a person that looks to get his teammates involved.
No doubt about it.
And find the right shot.
Lebanon slows it down. And, man, if we get a tracker of how many minutes this ball has been in the stick of Hudson Newman, it would be something impressive to look at. As he dishes it, and motion is being had on this Lebanon side of the field.
I feel like we just keep getting it to Sam here. He's been an effective scorer throughout this game, and they'll look for him right there.
Whistle is blown. Mariemont will take possession. Now, they have found themselves losing in many games in the past at this exact point in time, and they've come back and win it. We know that they have them in it.
They had the opportunity.
They have the opportunity. They have the skill, and it's definitely possible.
It just comes down to can they do it.
Exactly.
It just comes down to can they do it. You know, they don't have a great record right now, and I think it's showing right now. They're playing a little more sloppy, and they're laying up goals. It's just what it is. I think they just get tired at the end of the day. They get really tired.
I'm right there with you.
And I think there's nothing you could do about it except get endurance. But what do we know? What do we know? And again, Mariemont's playing with another slow pace. You can see it. They're playing a little slower.
And that ball is racing.
Honestly, right now, if I was them, I'm looking for Talon Villa or Nick Simmons. That's what I'm looking for right now.
I agree. They dominated the first half. And with all due respect, they've been asleep so far.
They've been.
So far, the second half.
I think they need to look for them. I think they should be a main priority to get the ball to let them score, because they know they can score with a high efficiency.
They know that they can. We just got to see it out of them. That was a strong check. Number 25, Ethan Hearn, the freshman.
Wide open.
In a very solid defensive effort so far this year. Ball is on the floor, corralled in by Lebanon.
No, there's a lot of freshmen on this team. You know, it's on both sides of the field.
And that's Eli Hernandez with another great defensive effort. He's been strong throughout his entire lacrosse career, but it's definitely easier to notice it throughout this game and his senior season so far. Another shot at goal misses wide. That one was by number 7, Sam Routson, trying to get what appears to be his 3rd or 4th goal of the night. He's been playing the heck out of this lacrosse ball so far this game. Wow, that shot went awry. Looks like he wasn't even aiming for the goal.
Yeah, that shot really went over the goal, didn't it? It went high. It went high.
It went terribly high.
You never know until you shoot it, do you?
That's true. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. If you don't take it, you never know. That shot could have gone in.
Could have.
And I'm sure he'll keep shooting.
Oh, it was a good, odd shot. 0.1 left in the 3rd, and we're heading into the 4th quarter. 8-6 Lebanon.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway. I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Welcome back to this 4th quarter of play here at the Lebanon Warriors taking on the Mariemont Warriors here at Tom Crosby Field at Crucial Stadium. game so far has been riddled with offensive amazement and defensive struggles for both sides, as the Lebanon Warriors currently lead 8-6. It's an impressive matchup as the game has fallen from a sunfall all the way to near pitch black darkness so far this game. Lebanon has put that ball 8 times between freshman goalie R.J. Neccioni for the Warriors, and the Warriors have scored a plethora of times, 6 to be exact, against number 16 Dylan Stallings on the Lebanon side. Both sides have been increasingly aggressive, always trying to score the ball and never taking no for an answer. And it seems like Lebanon will retain possession. You can hear the crowd. They're getting rowdy out there.
Yeah, they really are. And you can notice the players getting tired. The fourth quarter, there's 11:30 left, and they gotta give it their all out here. Like I said, if Mariemont wants to make a move here,
they're gonna have to act fast.
They have to act fast and give it to the players that can make the play. And so far, that's been Talon Vianello and Nick Simmons, and I haven't seen him with the ball much in this half.
It's been the name of the game. Right now, Nick Simmons is subbing himself back into this game. Everybody on the Mariemont side wants this to happen, and this game has been a nail-biter so far, especially if we can take a shore and a goal, make it 7-8, or even cut this lead to a tie. That could be something huge.
Yeah, I think Mariemont's played a little slower in the second half, and I don't know which one's better, because they both scored on these attempts, on these type of play styles. I think they should come back to the fast and shock Lebanon. Shot on goal. They just can't connect on it. There goes Lebanon, just charging downfield right now.
Number 19 for Lebanon, that would be Aiden Cross racing down the field. However, he will lose it, and it is scooped up by Andrew Duckwall. Andrew Duckwall, funny enough, is going to go play lacrosse in college, at Center College. It's impressive for the senior.
Hey, that was a good save by R.J. Neccioni, the freshman. Hey, he's looked like he's been in this scenario before, many times. He's been the starting freshman since day one at Mariemont. And he's used to it now. He's not nervous anymore. You can tell he's ready. He's ready for the flying balls coming at him.
100%. You can definitely tell that Mariemont wants to be a little bit more aggressive on the defensive side, but Lebanon almost isn't letting them. They are really slowing down the pace of this game, almost to a snail's pace.
Yeah, they've been doing it all game. All game. They've been very slow and composed. And at this point, I think Lebanon is just really just holding it out. They're up 8-6.
And I would say Mariemont is not happy with that one.
No, they're playing aggressive though. They're playing aggressive.
This would be a huge game for Mariemont to win, playing a higher division matchup. Chance Ridge gets checked. And the fans are not happy about that one.
They're not happy about that. They're playing aggressive.
Get it under control, Rob!
Wow. Those Mariemont fans are unrelenting.
And the fans are not happy about this. Really aggressive one happening right now.
Yeah, look at this. Chance Ridge, after heaving the ball over his head. That could not have felt good for the junior. And he is moving slowly on that sideline. Maybe a check to the liver. Oof.
Yeah. Ooh, it sounds uncomfortable to me.
And Talon Vianello rips it. Unfortunately, it ends up wide left. Mariemont retains possession, however.
See if Mariemont can do something on this offensive side here. They need to start connecting soon. Because without these goals, they're not going to win the game. That's the name of the game, win.
I agree.
And they're just getting aggressive at this point. They're shoving each other.
They are unrelenting. And you can hear some of the Mariemont coaches, they're yelling. They want motion. They want some attacking to be held. Talon Vianello with a move, slices, and Stuart Wells unable to haul that ball in immediately. He pushes out the defender. And that ball is still rolling. Vince Farina slides it to his teammate. An in a fruitless effort.
This ball cannot get picked up.
Jeez, still on the ground. It is going and going before it is scooped up. Lebanon's 38. Racing with a spin move. Will Sands, more impressive gameplay for the Lebanon Warriors.
Yeah, you know, Lebanon, they're quick. They're also a smart team. They don't make the wrong decision many times. And I think that's a big key factor in the scoreboard right now. And I think everybody needs to keep up with that. And they're thinking about their decision-making here.
Lebanon's still working the ball. You can tell they still want to score. Mariemont hasn't given up, and neither of them, as I'm sure it would look quite good to win this game by even a larger margin. Dishes in, and it was a miss.
Again,
number 44, Bryce Wermeyer with another shot. The freshman has been shooting that
once. He's connected a couple times. Am I wrong? I don't think I am.
Yeah, you just might have. Slowing down the ball game. You can hear the Lebanon fans and the Lebanon sideline of players. They're excited. They think they have this one in the bag.
Hey, 7:22 is a lot of time, though. 6:37 is a lot of time, though.
Despite the minor clock mishap, it is 100% easy to tell that this game, it's been nonstop. Yeah, that Lebanon, wow. It doesn't appear to have much of a
hurry in their mind.
Yeah, Lebanon's chanting and Mariemont's chanting back with a defense chant for the Warriors.
And the fan bases are getting into it. That's what it's all about, you know, having excitement with the game, making the game more fun. That's what it's always about.
The ball is on the floor again with a shot taken. It was blocked before he could even meet goalie RJ Naccioni. Lebanon is excited about that one. Mariemont started out aggressive, initially obtaining a 4-2 lead in the second quarter before Lebanon went on a 3-0 run to make it 5-4, and ever since then, it's been pretty much one-sided for Lebanon. Timeout is called on the field. This time, it's for the visiting Lebanon Warriors. I'm sure Coach Peterson and the Mariemont Warriors have a lot to talk about.
Interested in volunteering in ICRC broadcast, scan this QR code for high school sports, local concert, and community events.
You can also email dean@icrctv.com or visit www.icrctv.com or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now. No experience necessary. They cover high school sports, local concerts, community events, and so much more. Moving on, Mariemont Warriors, they are still in the huddle. They are using up the full length of that timeout. You can tell they're talking as a team, and I'm sure Coach Peterson is doing something about it.
And we've noticed, though, last time they came out of that timeout, they had a goal. They had a goal. Last time they called a timeout. And hopefully the beautiful sketching art and playmaking of Coach P works out here.
There's no doubt about it. Just over half a quarter left in this game.
I'm noticing some lightning and thunder over there in the clouds.
I'm not sure.
That's a little shock there.
I'm not sure if that's rain lightning, however. It might just be heat lightning.
I don't know if that's going to affect the game or not.
I don't think it will. Always up for the ref's interpretation, however. As a lot of men in a wide open field holding metal sticks might not be the best idea if there's true lightning in the area.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all.
That shot went awry. Seemed to have been blocked or at least hit upon takeoff by a Mariemont defender. And yeah, Mariemont's not giving up, and I wouldn't expect them to. It's been a star-studded program in the last decade, a little bit more. And oh my goodness, that is Sam Routson with yet another goal.
Is that 3 for him today?
It might just be a hat trick.
And he might have got one himself. And he's been on fire. I'm just going to say so myself. And when they look for a score, they look for Sam. We've noticed that throughout this game.
Yeah, he just finds an open spot in the defense, and it's just him, the goalie, and the net. And he's won numerous times. He's an impressive player.
You can look at his reaction. He's not
He's not phased.
He's not phased at all. He's high-fived his teammate and called it, you know. You know, he used to have a reaction. Now he's just saying, I do this.
Yeah.
I do this.
And Finn Warden will win the faceoff for Mariemont. And now with a 6-9 deficit, it's definitely going to be a little bit difficult with only 5 minutes, 15 seconds left in this ballgame.
Mariemont, they still have some hope in them. Got plenty of time with 5 minutes. Plenty of time. You
Plenty of time. You score, you win a faceoff, you score again. Win the faceoff, score again. Just like that.
Simple. Bada bing, bada boom.
However, it might be a whole lot easier for us to say that in the broadcasting booth than for the boys to actually get done out on the field.
With this lockdown Lebanon defense, they've been on lock the whole most of the day.
They have been.
And the fans are happy. Oh, they're happy, all right. They're cheering.
Aiden Cross. I've been bringing up his name quite a lot. Certainly quite the impressive player on
He's
this
the
Lebanon
player.
side. And a shot on
another
goal.
one.
And it will find its way into the back of the net. Fortunately for the Mariemont side, they'll be down 6-10.
No, the freshman RJ Natsuni at Mariemont goal, he was doing great in the beginning of the game. I'm not saying he's doing a bad job, but he's fallen down and letting up 10 goals so far.
You know, but as I always say, you can't blame the goalie.
You can't.
That goal from Samuel Corner.
Again, I think Lebanon's just taking it that way right now. They're taking it away.
Yeah, they're taking the lead. I don't know if Mariemont is hanging their heads or if they've gotten tired or what's going on, but something has definitely changed in the flow of this game. I say that as Mariemont burrows down the field.
And their
players are getting harassed. That just can hurt a couple of whistles,
there's
but gameplay continues.
Well, one of the major offensive players.
Mariemont making a couple substitutions late in the game.
They're trying to find the right fit.
They're trying to find a spark that can ignite them. Even if you don't come out victorious, it would be very nice to see a couple of goals thrown in this game, both to tighten up the lead a little bit, and overall to look back at it, be able to say, if we play like this for the entire game, you almost win. You could win, you know?
It's not to look at the huddle. It's not to look at what they can do better. They reflect off this game.
Exactly.
They were up by 4-1 at one point. Am I not wrong?
4-2.
4-2.
It's an impressive lead.
It's an impressive lead, and it is what it is. They gotta look at what they did wrong. Like I said, it looks like they got tired a little bit.
Yes, but senior Stuart Wells is unrelenting with a shot and another shot, missing both of them. He's fighting down there with the Lebanon goalie. That is Dylan Stallings, unrelenting on the Lebanon side.
Hey, that's just like, what is that, the 7th flag thrown today? That's a lot of flags.
It might just be, yeah. Dylan Stallings really proving his experience, being a junior. On the other side of the field, you have freshman RJ Nachioni. He's only been dipping his feet into the water of Lacrosse for a few months now.
3 more strong years in him. I'm excited to see how it goes.
I really am.
He's been pretty dominant throughout this year so far as a freshman.
That's definitely one way to put it.
He's been a player. We can say that.
White player. Meanwhile, Mariemont still looking to score with 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in this ball
This time he keeps going down and down.
Second half goals, Mariemont only has 1 compared to Lebanon's 5. That's a deficit these coaches are not going to be excited to talk about in the film room towards the end of the game.
I think it's hot in the end-game huddle, honestly. But we're not counting anyone out yet. We never know. You never know.
Yeah.
A goal is just to throw in the hoop.
Throw the ball in the net.
Throw the ball in the net. This game can change very fast. It's just a matter of time if Mariemont wants to wake up.
It is,
It's just what it's down to.
And truly some notable players on this Lebanon side to recap this game as it's happened. You have Sam Routson. The senior has played his butt off this game, having an absolutely amazing game with a hat trick. Also, goalie Dylan Stallings, quite impressive on the defensive side. And on the offensive side, Bryce Wermeyer, the freshman, has shot a couple times. And you have Hudson Newman, who, as you've heard throughout this broadcast, has been keeping the rock in his hands a whole lot.
Yeah.
On the Mariemont side, despite a loss looming in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, you can still look to positives, okay? First off, you had a very solid goalie effort from RJ Nachioni in the first half of this game. And then on the offensive side, you had impressive goals, 2 of them from Talon Vianello, another 2 from Nick Simas. You can point to those as high points in a game that hasn't really been going their way so far. Also, you have assists from Vince Farina, and going back on the defensive side, you have a very, very impressive game from sophomore Will Hall.
Yeah, can we just talk about Will Hall? He's been pretty dominant throughout this game. I know he's had some ups and downs, but he's been consistently stopping the ball when it's up to him.
As both a defender and an LSM, meaning long stick midi, he has been playing his butt off.
He's been pushing the ball up. He's getting the ball up on the offensive side where we need it.
He's taken a few hits. He's been pushed to the ground.
He has. And I think he's a slept-on player. I think he deserves some flowers for him. And he's had a great game.
Yeah, but to quote Rocky, it's not about how many times you get hit. It's about how many times you can get hit and keep moving forward.
And that's the definition of Will Hall
exactly.
right there.
That's what we've seen out of Will Hall so far this game.
He's gone up. And I think he's should deserve the player of the game or something like that, because he's been a trooper.
He's definitely been a high point to look at this game. Also on offense, Seth Farrell. He's been playing
he's been a great player as well.
He has been.
He's been a consistent player.
Very consistent, very strong, very quick.
He's smart. He's a smart player. He makes the right decision.
Finn Warden has won numerous face-offs for the Warriors so far this game.
Yeah.
And he's been playing his butt off. You know, he'll be in the game, win a face-off, and get right back out. Simple, but he does a great job at it.
We're talking about some of the Lebanon players here. We could talk about Hudson Newman. He's been a very, I think, the player. He's had the ball in his hands on offense. You know, he's been the guy to have the ball. They've been trusting with the ball all day.
And Lebanon will call their second and final timeout of this second half. They're just trying to talk some things over. I mean, I'm sure they're just kind of telling the players, slow down a little bit. We don't want anybody to get hurt in this final minute. And let's just finish out a great win with a final minute and 5 seconds. Meanwhile, Mariemont, I'm sure their coach is telling them, don't stress about it, you know? Despite
it's just a game.
It's just a game.
It's just a game.
It's a game against a team that's in a much higher division than you. Come playoff time, this Mariemont boys team will have experience against these high-ranked Division 1 and 2 teams where they will not have to face them. And they'll be able to look back at this and say, even though we lost, we got a whole lot better. We got more experience, got more mature, and it was an overall win in the long run.
Yeah, they are. We can look at some negatives here, like the scoreboard and how they perform sometimes in some plays. But if you look at the positives, they've overall played pretty well, you know. They've stopped the ball. They've scored multiple times at very quick times. And I think that's stuff to put shine on, and I think they can get really good at it.
And just right there, Arjun Accioni with an impressive save.
Yeah, it's just like, it's honestly second nature to this kid now. He's had so many saves. He's had more saves than goals he's let up, which is always good.
Yeah, it's a great thing to look at. Great statistic to be able to sit back to after the game, and despite a loss, say, you know what? I gained something out of it, and there's no doubt about it.
Hopefully every player looks at that. They always did something right. And I think they should shine. I think the coach should look at what we did really well and get better at that. And sadly, Lebanon does.
That one does fall. Arjun Accioni, despite saving many, will let that one in. That was Hudson Newman on the offensive side.
He's connected. He's had the ball in his hands all night. And he's connected. As you can see, Lebanon, I think they really they really looked at the farther end for shots, and they pulled up a little farther, which is very now we don't see that a lot.
Yeah,
and I think Mariemont wasn't prepared.
Mariemont, it's definitely, they've been playing their game, but I don't know if their game is enough to beat Lebanon.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of shots haven't fallen in the second half. I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know if it's just not their day. We've always been there in your sport. You can't get it to fall. You can't complete a pass. You can't get the shot to go through the rim. You can't score a goal. That was just one of those nights as Nick Simas rips that.
Yeah, it's sadly one of those nights. And, you know, hopefully they can bounce back the next game. They have next couple coming games.
With just 6 seconds, 2 seconds.
1 second.
1 second.
And that's ball game.
That is ball game.
That is ball game. 11-6, Lebanon Warriors are victorious against the Mariemont Warriors.
Lebanon gets their get back after being dominated by Mariemont last year, 17-7, and now they will move on to a game Wednesday at Walnut Hills, the Nut House. Meanwhile, also on Wednesday, the Mariemont Warriors will take on Moeller at Kusel Stadium.
Yeah.
It was a quite impressive game today on both sides. We saw high points, we saw low points, and Lebanon comes out on top 11-6 in a very impressive lacrosse matchup.
We saw what Lebanon really, really well from the beginning of the game. They stay composed.
They really have, and it's been terribly impressive to see from both sides. As both teams line up to say good at your game, and that will be all from us. I'm Cooper Matarese.
I'm Charlie Foley.
Thank you guys for watching ICRC-TV.